Alrighty, what is going on, guys? This is the Warden, and I'm coming back to you with not a stream, but just gameplay today. I was going to be doing some streaming, but there is currently a tropical storm in my area, and it's kind of messing with my internet a little bit. Whereas trying to keep my uplink to Twitch has been kind of finicky throughout the day, so I've just kind of decided to just say to hell with it. And I've got a few quests I've got to complete, so I figure why not? Let's play a few quests, beat a few things, and play just a little bit of Heroes of the Storm. Now, typically, I wouldn't necessarily want to play ranked, considering that it's gonna be kind of trash. Ooh, how much longer do I have? Oh, 3 days. Wow, I can't read. Typically, I don't want to play ranked when running that risk. However, I really do love ranked, so I am gonna take the risk with the internet. I haven't had any issues with it really going out 100%. But I have had issues with it connecting to the Twitch servers and it really working the way I wanted it to. I was having some real serious issues with it earlier, where I would connect, but my bitrate was all over the place and people couldn't see it, and it was just a total mess. So I've just decided against it, and I've decided, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna play this and record it. Which is super weird to me, because typically that's not what happens. I'm usually live streaming, so I'm usually bouncing things off of the other people. You guys have seen I talk to Potato a lot, so there's a lot of interaction between her and I, and you know, we got a few things. Now the bright side to not streaming is that I do get to focus a little bit more on the gameplay, and I do get to kind of comment on what's going on in the game instead of talking to my chat and things like that. So there is a trade-off, but I think it's an important trade-off to make. Some people have said that maybe it's not such a good idea to live stream while you're doing Twitch. Maybe, I mean, you shouldn't live stream while playing ranked. My brain's all fuzzy today. People say that, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should, only do unranked and things like that, so that I can kind of focus on the chat a little bit more. But I think where I'm at right now, where I don't have that many people that are demanding my attention, that I think it works pretty well. Once that changes, I don't know if I'm still going to be doing ranked play, or if I am doing ranked play, I'll be communicating with chat when I'm dead and other things like that. So there's kind of that. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I have both of my cats in the room with me, and they are making noise. I don't know if you can hear my fat boy sitting at my feet yelling up at me. We'll see if he wants to come up. I don't know. Can't hire. Want to get picked up? No? Okay, that's a no. He wants pets, he just doesn't want to go on my lap. Go figure. The other reason that I am playing a little bit today is because I do have a full quest list to get rid of. So I want to kind of clear those up. I'm pretty sure I actually haven't played in a few days more than I would have liked. So yeah, I kind of ate through a few extra quests. Like when I logged in, it filled in these two. So I know for a fact that I missed at least one. I may have missed two, because I don't think I've really played since Thursday, I want to say. May have been Thursday. It may have been Friday. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which of the 2 days it was. I think it may have been Friday. I'm not 100% sure. But I did miss a little portion of time, and unfortunately the problem with that is, well, that it's, you miss it and you're kind of stuck. You don't get the quests back that you missed, so unfortunately I missed them and they're gone for good. Such is life. But these should be easy enough to get. If I play a ranked match, it'll fill out all of these, so at least if I play one match, it'll complete this quest. Now, the ideal goal for today would obviously be to complete Gul'dan and to complete Thrall, and also to complete Diablo, because they're all close to leveling up and giving that, but I probably won't actually do that. I'll probably get... Oh, considering that I'm last pick, probably only going to get Diablo. I mean, I'm going to put Gul'dan, Battlefield of Eternity. We're all good on this map? Not really. We'll see what the rest of the team picks. Usually first pick is like, I'm gonna be a mage because this is gold and people are ridiculous. Oh look, he got banned. What a surprise. Not really. Never a surprise. I like how I've gotten like 4 new follows on Instagram today, which is super funny because I have barely gotten any follows at all, so it's interesting. I guess today's just been an active day, so maybe that's why. If we keep up the way this... Actually, if we keep this up... Change is upon us. Okay, so the current plan will actually be if my middle person picks a healer, this will be a nice setup.
The wait is over.
Even though I really don't like Genji, considering, because Genji doesn't really offer much to this team.
Anna checking in.
Genji's good for burst, but you don't need burst on this map. You need sustained damage against the Immortal. And right now, my team is... this is kind of rough. I could play Jaina. I really want to get Gul'dan to level 50. I just want those delicious mastery taunts in crates.
I hear the call.
Also, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did to my freaking face or my tooth or whatever, but my mouth has been swollen for like 4 days. So painful. It's like right in the back where my wisdom tooth, which my finger is not in my mouth, by the way. It's like on my face. Oh. But damn, it hurts.
Balloon, grant us strength.
Damn, he picked really quickly. I kind of wanted to change, I don't want to change my loadout with Gul'dan. It's already done. I can't do anything about it. By the way, if you guys are ever interested in seeing some of the other stuff that I like to do, you should really check out my Instagram. The link is actually in all my YouTube videos, everything. I have links to all my stuff. So all my social media, my Twitter, which you guys can, I update almost daily now. Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. If you guys are interested in seeing other stuff that I love, for instance, my hand is kind of covering it, but like fish tanks and things like that, that's stuff that I absolutely love. I'm actually going to be posting a picture of my 75 gallon freshwater tank. It's something that I like doing also as a hobby. I really enjoy my fish, and I'm just like kind of watching them right now because they're I've got 2 courting angels in my tank, and they're incredibly territorial, so I'm just making sure that the other fish in my tank are okay.
This realm's power will be mine.
So something that you guys have seen before, especially with my Gul'dan gameplay, usually I like going for Pursuit of Flame. However, this is not going to be one of those maps. I'm going to go for Echoed Corruption. Now, my problem with Corruption... Oh man, I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. My problem with Corruption is that if you miss... If you miss your hits with Corruption, you're really effed. It takes 40 hits to get it. So unless they all bunch up and get smacked with a whole string of them like that, even then, what did I get? 3? Yeah, I only got friggin' 3, man. I don't know why I'm doing this. Interesting.
Take your medicine.
Now, the only downside here is that we don't have anyone that's willing to go top, which I think is a horrible mistake, and we're going to pay for it very shortly. Maybe not. Oh god. God. I've barely gotten 10.
This is your doing, Ice.
And by barely gotten 10, I mean I've gotten 8. Oh my goodness. Wow, way to fucking auto-cancel that there, Genji. Ugh. Whatever. So by far the most damaging build for Gul'dan is obviously the Corruption build. My issue with the Corruption build is that it's very centralized to you landing it. If you don't land Corruption, that's it, you're done. You've wasted a lot of your power. The reason I like the Fell Flame build, even though, yeah, it's like, oh, it makes it 10% bigger. You would be surprised at how much net damage you're dealing when you're smacking their whole team with repeated Fell Flames. You'd be surprised at the level of damage that you get from that. But most people agree that the Corruption build is the higher damage build, and I would have to agree. Where's Refund's point? Mana. If I was down a healer, you can go for the healing traits on Gul'dan's side, which, you know, they do work. They're just not optimal. Why would you... Like, if you were going for the Drain Life build, then obviously Health Funnel would be ideal. But I mean, if you're... unless you're lacking a healer, you really don't need Consume Soul. It's really not worth it. Oh, well, she's dead. And I killed her with the edge of my Corruption. Getting those 40 stacks of Corruption, though, is a real pain in the arse, I can tell you. The only bright side to Gul'dan is that he does just have a constant stream of damage output, so he is a gross hero if left unchecked. And honestly, the way that I play him and sticking to the back, just they don't check me, and that is their heavy loss on their part. Oh dear, I wasted my Drain Life. We're barely beating them. We really need to defend. Guys. Well, we lost that because we just really fucked off on top. really was not a good idea. Oh, we really gave up that immortal for no reason. Alright, so this is where a few things kind of go where I guess like most paths divulge. Some people go for this where it's like each enemy hit by Fell Flame reduces the cooldown of Corruption. Now, this is good because Corruption has a really long cooldown at 14 seconds. However, I find that the static damage that you get from Hunger for Power, just a 15% overall, really synergizes better than the Bound by Shadow trait. And some people say, yeah, you can cast more Corruption if you get the Bound by Shadow, and yes, you will be casting it more frequently. But the thing is that Gul'dan doesn't have an infinite mana pool, and in battle, throwing down a whole bunch of spells, you really have to balance your HP as well as your mana, because you don't regen mana unless you use Life Cap. So, giving me the ability to cast more spells frequently is not really a buff in my eyes. That's really putting a huge burden on my health to keep up with damage, and Gul'dan doesn't have a lot of HP, and if I get focused, that's it. My little butt is dead. Kinda sad for this Diablo, I'm gonna be honest. I watch when other people play Diablo, and it always makes me a little bit sad, to be honest. Oh man, oh. I was really thinking he was gonna land that on me, and I was gonna cry. Because if he stunned me there, that's it, I would have been dead. For sure. Ooh. Okay, Dahaka. We are still somehow pulling this shit out, so I don't know what to say here. Ooh, I should not have positioned myself there. That was a bad idea. We really should have gotten Malfuri in there. That was a really poor planning on our part. Also, Artanis is just beating the crap out of our immortal here. We really should have done something about this. Just kind of not paying attention, which is not good. On the bright side, heroics. Honestly, I think that Gul'dan really only has one heroic. Rain of Destruction is by far the worst, one of the worst heroics in the game. It's just really poorly designed. It reminds me a lot of Gangplank's ult. The problem is that Gangplank's ult suffered from the same problem before they buffed it. And the issue is that there's no guaranteed way to land damage with this ult. It randomly does damage over this huge cone, over this huge AoE. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. It does damage randomly over that. However, random being the key part of that is you're kind of effed. If it lands in a weird way, you're stuck. You're stuck with a whole bunch of useless AoE. And it's not like it does area damage or area slow or anything like that. No, it doesn't do any of that. It just does damage where it hits, and the hitboxes are tiny. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna lose the immortal again. However, yeah, will you keep me healed? Good, you better keep me healed. Keep me healed, homie. Oh god. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. No, 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 no! Oh my god.
My talents would be
Oh, oh my god. Almost had a stroke there. Just like, how much HP? Yeah, I gotta go stop the Immortal. I get that we're having a random 2v4 up top. For what reason, I don't know, but, you know. There's also something I don't understand about this MMR. People that just, like, insist on fighting when the odds are not in their favor. Like 2v4, but yes, some of them are semi-low on HP, but there's still 4 of them. You really shouldn't be trying to force that fight, but they're like, no, okay, I got it. It's okay. And it's like, no, you don't. And that's why they're ahead of us now. Like, excuse me? Alright. That was a 5-person horrify. I probably should not have been all the way up there. Oh man, I really love Genji. I miss playing Genji. But at the same time, unless you have a team that really works with you while playing Genji, it doesn't work in your favor. It's not a good thing. Ooh. Oh, my sister-in-law decided to follow me. Cool. Very interesting. We're having a very follow-filled day. Alright, Gul'dan taking camps. Literally the thing that he does absolutely the worst in this entire game. There we go. See, the biggest drawback to Gul'dan obviously is the whole, like, I don't regen mana unless you use life tap thing, which is annoying. It's just that he's not really that great at taking camps. Oh, okay. I'm dead. Rip. Right before the Immortal. Guaranteed loss of Immortal right now. Also, my my tank is, you know, just smacking it. Nice. I think you meant to say Gul'dan? Oh no. Maybe Dahaka did run off. I have no idea. Either way, yeah. I got friggin' wrecked here. There you go. We're not gonna get this, and we're not team fighting. There you go. How beautiful. Now let's go in. What the hell is this? Okay. First of all... Okay, well I'm dead now. That was super weird. Super weird. And I got so silenced. Like, I was stunned into silence because I just don't understand what happened there. Only focus damage. Yeah, I mean, Gul'dan isn't really focus damage. However, I am leading in siege damage, and I'm only 6k behind everyone in the game in other damage. So, oh baby. No thanks. Fucking ow. I mean, we're gonna lose this anyway, but yeah, totally gonna lose it. Didn't really matter. We just didn't need Genji. This is what I said, like, Genji doesn't work unless you have a team built around Genji. He just doesn't work. And the problem is that we just had no one to stop dives. Our tanks were just always focused on something else. Which is incredibly frustrating. And this is why I play tank, because... Sorry, I heard something weird behind me. This is why I play tank, because when I play with people that don't know how to tank, it frustrates me. Especially when they play someone like Diablo that I play so well. It just is so frustrating. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.